Hello, hello, hello. This is Thursday night, Still a Rose with Tanya Barbie. Tonight, we're going to talk about why professional women like bad boys. Well, I did some research this morning, and while I was in the doctor's office, actually, I cannot stand to just be sitting, not doing anything, even if I'm waiting to do something. So, um, I would like to, hey everybody, hey, this is tonight. I wanted to talk about why professional women choose bad boys. Well, I did some research today while I was in the doctor's office, mainly because I had to wait for a minute, but it was all good, a good report, and I'm excited about that. I'm grateful. Why do we choose bad boys when we don't have to? Well, as I said, I did a little research, and I got some information from a Brianna Hogan and, believe it or not, Love and Harmony, the dating people. And this is what I came up with. We like the bad boys because they're fun. You can have a good time with a bad boy. They're captivating. They're impulsive. They're challenging. They are even more attractive. They have risky behaviors. They're aggressive. They have fun personalities. They have traits that you're not accustomed to. They make you feel in awe all the time because they're unpredictable. They are arrogant. They can sometimes have some other qualities that we don't particularly like, and that is they can be cold. They can be selfish. They are rule breaking. They may go, hey, Queenie, hey, Eric. They may go left when they should have gone right. See a sign saying clearly you have to make a right. They'll go left just because they like the excitement, the fact that a cop might be right there. And they're good with that adrenaline. They like the excitement, and they like showing off as well. And we like that. They're daring. They're brave. They're self-reliant. They don't really need you. They may not have anything, but they don't need you. They're short term. They have more confidence. They're super hot. And we're attracted to them. And tonight, I like for somebody, hey, Michael, hey, Morris, I would like to know why attracted to them. And those of you who are online, if you can give me your spill on why you think women have been attracted to the bad guy. When I'm looking back, Queenie says she didn't want a bad guy. When I'm looking back in my early 20s, okay, maybe it was 30, okay, I'll confess. And I was divorced. And I was so used to following the rules. I did go out with a bad guy. And all those qualities that I mentioned, I liked that about him. He didn't care whether I returned his call or not. He wasn't sweating over me. He Because he had so many choices. And cocky, you know. Uh, he was brave, but I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. It was just fun. And I was okay with just having fun for the moment. But what I don't understand is why some of us want to conform a bad guy into a good guy. So listen to this. They don't want the good guy because they say he's boring, but they want some of the qualities out of the bad guy to be in the good guy. Or better yet, they want the bad guy to conform to the good guy, even though they don't want the good guy. They prefer the bad guy, and they want to mold him to be more like the good guy, but have the same bad boy quality. So don't lose the bad boy qualities. Just be a little nicer to me. Just be accommodating to me and listen to what I say, and we'll be fine. Ladies, that's not how it works. A bad guy is a bad guy. He's a bad guy, and he doesn't have to conform for you, me, his mama, his daddy, his girlfriend, or even the wife that convinced him to marry her. They will always be who they are, and we cannot change them. In fact, we can barely change ourselves. So why would we enforce our way for somebody to be on someone else? So I would like to know why we like the bad guys. They're not consistent. They can get you in a lot of trouble. A lot of you have security clearances. They've been in and out of jail, or all are on the skirts of being in jail. And it's not going to go anywhere. They don't change unless they come to the conclusion that they need to change. Sometimes babies make them want to change. But sometimes if they have a baby with somebody, that makes them want to have another baby with someone else. That may not make them change. That may make them realize that they can get you. Oh my God, I can get her too. So why would anyone want a bad guy? Why? Yvette, hey Yvette. Yvette says, and the bad girls. We're going to talk about the bad girls another day because that's a whole nother topic. Tonight, I would like to focus on why we like the bad guys. First, ladies, they're not going to love you. They're going to play you. They're going to use you. They're going to abuse you. And you're going to be caught in your feelings trying to figure out what went wrong. Well, I can tell you what went wrong. They're not interested in you like that. They could like you because you're a professional woman. You could do something for their ego to make them feel good about themselves, because a lot of times they are insecure, but they have a tendency to become very confident because you are in their life. So you're doing a favor to them to help them with their self-esteem. But what are they bringing to your life? Think about it. Are you making the women jealous because you walk in the club, or you walk to in an event, or even sometimes maybe a conference, but you walk in with this guy who's got this edge on him, and he's handsome, he dresses nice. It's just making you feel good, right? But when you leave there, hey, daughter-in-law, when you leave there, what are you taking back? What's in your life? What is he doing to help you? What's he doing to help you? And that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. They bring brief convenience. Yvette, you hit it on the nail. Yes, They bring brief convenience, instant gratification, because guess what? They're also sexy. They make you just want to take all your clothes off, and they may not even be able to get to you, but you ready for them whether they're there or not, because they're so sexy. But after all of that, what's left? You didn't kick the good guy to the curb. He don't know what hit him, because he can't understand. Wow, I did everything for her. I loved her. I sent her flowers. I brought her groceries for our dinners. I was there for her. I loved her kid. Why did she kick me to the curb? Why did you kick him to the curb, ladies? Why would you get rid of a nice guy for a bad guy who is going to be inconsistent? While he's looking good, smelling good, telling you everything you want to hear, he's not going to be there for you. While you are trying to make it permanent, he is in the process of making it temporary, because he's not only got you, he's got 3 or 4 others that are also looking for him to be all about them. But he will never tie down to just you. And I'm not saying you're not all that. What's left is anger, because he remained himself. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And you women, we women, because I've been there, but I didn't try to change him. I enjoyed him for a brief period, and then I was done, because I wasn't going to get played. It's something different, ladies. If you're with a man because you want a little fun today, but you know you have no intentions of taking him to the next level in your life, that's different, because he's doing that with you anyway. He's not trying to marry you and live in the suburbs. Those men are typically city men. They come over here to sleep with you, but they're going to go back to the city where it's fun and exciting, and where it's nighttime all day long. That's what they're going to do. Queenie says bad guys are secure in themselves, unafraid to live, dominant, non-judgmental, confident, and sexy. Yes, yes, Lord. Because the man I knew was sexy, very nice looking. I wouldn't take him to a government function with me, because I don't know what he would have said out of his mouth. But I enjoyed going bowling with him. My kids loved him. My kids had the nerve to say, Mommy, you need to marry him. He's so much fun. No, I can't live off fun. Fun don't pay the bills. Fun don't keep your car going. If it's temporary, ladies, go for it. Thank you, Yvette. But if it's all day, all night, year after year, there's going to be heartache. And I sat down and I wrote some heartache issues that I think you all need to think about. While you're dealing with him being super hot, he dealing with you being super hot. He thinks you super hot, but he also thinks somebody else is super hot. And he will not conform to just you. You can't make it happen. You can't control them. You shouldn't be controlling anybody. Why is it professional women feel like they have to control the man in their life? Why do they have to dictate what he's supposed to do, when he's supposed to do it, how he's supposed to do it? What's that all about? Don't you have enough of that to do it yourself? But you got to go and do it with the man too, where you got to control everything he's doing? Come on. Ladies need to treat them like they are a temp. Yes, make them temp, because they're making you temp. While you're trying to mold them to be who you want them to be a little bit like that nice guy you kicked to the curb. It's never going to happen. He might do it for a few days to come move in your house, just enough to bring all of his belongings. He ain't got but two things, but he gonna bring that into your house, because guess what? There's two more things at somebody else's house. So he gonna lay everything he can from one house to another house, just like a dog would. The territorial, they're gonna do that all over. He gonna live with you for a minute, piss you off, and go somewhere else. And guess what? Sometimes they piss you off on purpose because they got other plans that night. And you losing your hair, gaining weight, all jacked up mentally because you're trying to conform this bad boy to be what you want him to be. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Bad boys don't treat women badly because they want to. They simply do whatever the hell they want. Queenie, great point. And Keith, powerful information. I thank you for that. Nothing that I haven't gone through. No, I'm not a counselor, but I am a counselor, because I don't want any woman going through what I have gone through. And I want to share information with women to keep them from going through the stuff they're going through. I don't understand it. You got a nice guy down the street who waves at you every time he sees you. You rolling your eyes at him because he's a nerd, but you running behind dude on the motorcycle who got another girl sitting on the back every week, and you want to run after him, and he is not available to you, nor emotionally available to you, nor available to your child or your children, mind you. He's not going to be your man. But you insist on trying and trying and trying. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, I also found out we're attracted to them during our ovulation periods. Can you believe that? Can you? Ooh, they just do. Hey, Angie, I thought the same thing when Toni Braxton got with the little guy from Lil Wayne's entourage. Woo, classy lady, trashy man. Well, I believe Toni Braxton, right on point. I believe right now it's about money because she's going through another situation with bankruptcy. But what I heard was, so is he. So, and he's got the edge on him. Sometimes women who are brought up in middle class environments, they want to do something different. They figured the straight path didn't work, so go crooked for a minute. So they go crooked and they find this bad boy and they're attracted to him. And look what happens. In her case, it's going to be temporary. I'm sorry, it's going to be temporary. And I thank you, Trumpet. It's definitely going to be temporary. What I don't understand, though, there are some good men out here. Good men who work. They may not dress how you want them to dress. They may not wear the shoes you want them to wear. They may not know how to do what we used to do in the clubs. Y'all can tell my age. The Cabbage Patch, you know. Okay. I don't know the names of the other dances, but I remember that one. They may not be able to do that as well. They may not be able to know what to say to you when you walk down the steps and you got your gown on and you guys are getting ready to go out. They may not know because they've been so busy trying to do the right thing because their parents taught them to work hard, make a living for themselves. They ain't had time to learn how to flirt with a woman. They're just straight up and down. So you're going to kick him to the curb because he's straight. Because you want to be with the hood dude who cusses every 5 minutes, who was on the phone with somebody else when he was coming up to your house, and you knew that, or he's texting while you're in his company forever and ever. Why do we do that? And then you mad, you calling your girlfriends. He done it again. He texting. I know he not talking to another guy. This is how he does me every time we get together. I'm sick of him. And it's been 2 years now and he hasn't changed. Lady, he's not going to change. He doesn't want you. He's not interested in you. He's interested in what he like coming up to your beautiful home. He like riding in your car, but he is not interested in marrying you. It's not going to happen. Stay away from them bad boys. Angie, so cute, said, I believe there's good guys out here too. I had to look outside my requirements and found someone. Did you hear what she said? She looked outside her requirements. We have a tendency. We have this tendency. Wait now. You gotta let me respond to some of the stuff. We attract the wrong people when we're operating at our full potential. Low self-esteem. Absolutely. And I like what you said. And this is a married woman, mind you. She says, I had to look outside my requirements, because when she looked in her requirements, she got what she said she wanted, but on the inside, he wasn't what she wanted or what she thought he was going to be. And as a result of that, it messed up her whole situation. So she had to learn to get out of what her requirements were, because we have a tendency, we need somebody tall. We need somebody who drives a nice car. We need somebody who makes 6 figures. And he better know how to dress. Okay. You got all those requirements. And guess what you end up with? Absolutely. Because those are your requirements, but you need to get beyond those requirements, because there might be something else that you totally miss. Period. And as a result of those characteristics that you're looking for, you missing out on great opportunities, because the one you're supposed to have may not meet one of those requirements, may not meet half of those requirements. And then you're stuck with, and we don't want to do that, ladies. That's right. Keith said, sometimes the requirements are outlandish. Absolutely. And men, Keith, y'all have requirements too. I got a coworker said a woman has to have a flat behind. So that's another issue. That's another story for another night, because I've been chewing him out every day. But overall, we got to put those requirements to the side and want people in our lives that treat us like we're human beings and respect us and know who we are and want to know more about us. A bad guy is not interested in you that way. A bad guy is hitting and running. Hitting and running. That is what a bad guy wants to do. They want to hit and run. They'll hang out with you because they are attracted to you, but don't think they're going to ever marry you. Don't think they're going to give up everything they have, which is this woman, that woman, the one in another city. They're all over the place and they're not interested. So we try to conform them. We get angry. We get belligerent. We want to smack them around. We want to call all our friends. We want to call the police on them even. We want to start fights with them. We get so belligerent because we can't conform them to be like we want them to be. We want them to have a little bit of characteristics like the good guy. instead of going with the good guy and being grateful for him. It makes no sense, ladies. When you take on a bad guy, they're going to be life of regrets. They're not going to be emotionally available for you nor your children that you have by somebody else. There's going to be a lot of conflict in your life, lots of turmoil and betrayal, because they don't even understand how to be just yours. It's not going to happen. I remember one guy that I loved dearly, 6'7", dark, like a patent leather shoe. Lord have mercy. Dark features. I just loved him so much. And I said, and he married somebody else. And I said, you still call me. You still telling me how much you love me. Why you never wanted to marry me? He said, I ain't gonna marry your ass, because why should I marry you when you ain't gonna let me stay out all night? You gonna end up taking my house if I ever did even think about letting me stay out all night. So why would I want to be with you? I need to be with a weaker woman who don't have a problem with me being out all night and being with somebody else. As long as I come home eventually. I said, well, you did the right thing. I'm so happy you told me the truth. And I felt so good about myself when he said that. Now, before, when he married the other person, I said, wow, look what he did. I can't believe that. But when he gave me the reasoning, and he too is a bad guy, when he gave me his reason, I felt very good about myself, because that made me feel like you can't run over me. You can't do anything that you want to do. And women, a lot of times when we're with these bad guys, we make compromises. We compromise ourselves. We tell our children not to see what we see. We tell our children it's not a good thing. Don't look at it. Don't do what mommy did. But we're teaching them to do the same thing that we did, because a little girl is going to emulate her mom. And a little boy is going to emulate the man in his life. If it's a good man or if it's a bad guy, he is going to emulate that person, good or bad. Yes, Queenie, that's what he said to me. He says, you are not going to let me get away with that. Why would I marry somebody like you? So, yes, I've always been a little, yeah, I guess he wouldn't have got away with that. No, because I care too much about myself, and I can get a little feisty. I might look like a real nice person. Yeah. But on the inside, sisters, oh no, don't come at me with that mess. No, no, no. You will be able to go out the door. I don't care if you the husband, you making all the money. No, that will not happen to me. Some other things have happened, but that's why I wrote books to talk about that. But for somebody to be in my life, a bad boy, and to treat me disrespectfully day in, day out, no. Now, we'll talk about these good guys too, because they have some situations also. Because they feel like if they bring home the money, they got you well taken care of, they might can do what they want to do because they providing for you. That's another night. We won't talk about that tonight, but we will in the future. But what I want you all to understand is you can't conform. If we don't get anything else out of this conversation tonight, just know you cannot conform a bad guy. He's not going to change. Now, the person in my life now, he's not 6'7", he's 6'2". My complexion, something I would have never checked off in a catalog. Serious. I'm silly. I like to have fun. I'm goofy. I like to, just joke all day. He's totally serious. Um, Serious about work, doing well on the job and so forth. Suits, mm-mm. Don't want to wear a suit. And I cringe when I have to tell him what he needs to wear to an event, because a bad guy will come prepared most times, because they know up front what to be doing, how to do it, and all that other stuff. But I decided a little late in life, but in my 40s on up, that I needed somebody consistent, somebody who was going to be there, somebody intelligent, somebody who's going to have my back, somebody who supports my dreams. That guy ain't going to support your dreams. He ain't got time. He's all about himself, you know? And that's so true. You are so right, Angie. Yes, that is so true. Ladies, you is smart, you is kind, you is important. Yes. You is smart, you is kind, you is important. That's right. Ladies, we are. You do not deserve to have a bad boy in your life just to say you got a guy in your life. You don't need that. You need consistency. You need love, respect, appreciation, admiration. And if you are not confident about yourself, start working on it. Start writing up affirmations. Put affirmations on post-it notes. Color them, buy some pretty pens. Put them in your bathroom. Put them in your closet. Look at them by your bedside before you wake up, before you go to bed. You start doing that. Angie said, I married an Asian. Never saw myself with a Filipino, but she got love. That man looks at her and ooh, he looks at her and he's in love with her. And she got 3 kids, mind you. She went, and I've been telling her for years, marry that man. And she married him. He loves her. He adores her. He loves them 3 kids. And she never would have thought she would have married somebody out of her race. But the man that she loved, that she grew up with, he was not there. He was not there emotionally, physically. He wasn't there for the kids. So she found somebody who took all of that in and embraced it. And she never looked back. While y'all somewhere running behind some bad guy, trying to get him to be who you want him to be, and he laughing to his friends, mind you, telling them that ain't gonna never happen. She wasting her time. And she is wasting her time. It's not gonna happen. So treats me and my children with love and just plain kindness. And I was at that beautiful wedding. That's exactly what and I, lady girlfriend Angie, we need to talk about that, because you and I need to do a show about just that. You ladies, we have to love ourselves. No more wasting time with the BS. Kick them guys to the curb. Don't be being with a bad guy because it's good to sleep with. Or if you're that lonely, let me tell you offline what you need to do. Don't waste your time with the BS. They are not worth it. And they don't want you. They like living up in your house. You driving them around in your car, or doing like baby boy and letting them use your car to pick you up from work, but they are not in it for the long haul. And they'll never love your kids like that. They'll play with them, but they'll never be there for the long haul. So I would like to say we got to do a better job about us. And if I don't have anything to say to you anymore in life, just remember this. You are a rose. You're beautiful. You are charming. You're confident. You have a lot going on for yourself. And you do not need to have a man in your life who's not good for you. Please do yourself a favor and look in the mirror and start talking about all your qualities so that you can start looking in the mirror and love who you see and not who you wish you were, but love who you see, because that's who God made you to be. But that doesn't mean you should hate yourself enough to run behind a man who doesn't have a pot to piss in and will never be able to provide you with what you need in your life. It doesn't make sense, ladies. Enough is enough. So I'm closing now. I just wanted to talk about the bad boys. I'm seeing a lot of women with them, and it's breaking my heart because we can do so much better. And we need to do much better because most of us have children and they're looking up to us. And we don't want to disappoint our children. So we need to do better by having a man. Can you imagine what it would look like to have a good man, that boring man that you kick to the curb, who loves you, who worships the ground you walk on, and your daughter's seeing that? Oh my God. Do you know how big that will be? Because that daughter is not going to accept anything less than what she sees her mama getting. Now, she sees you cussing a man out. Oh, where you at now? I thought you was coming tonight. Me and the kids waiting for you. You said you was going to do this. You said. She going to marry the same kind of guy. She's going to be infatuated with the same kind of guy because she saw you do it. Don't do that to your babies. Don't do that to them. All right, ladies. And gentlemen, I appreciate you for joining me tonight. I am still a Rose. I am proud. I am confident. I have high self-esteem, but I wasn't always that way. And everything I say from experience. And I hope and pray that somebody's listening tonight, reevaluating their lives, doing something different. And if you have a friend who you don't have the nerve to tell them what you know they need to hear, send them my video. Please send it to them. And they can hit me up anytime, any day, any night. I do respond within 24 hours. I am still a Rose at gmail.com. I am still a Rose at gmail.com. Did y'all hear that? I am still a Rose. Because I want you guys to understand we are a beautiful flower. And when the rose dies, it's flat, it's fragile. But you got to think about the strength, the beauty, the fact that it's one of the most beautiful flowers in the world. And that's why I chose the company I Am Still a Rose. And my next book will be out in about a month, and it's called I Am Still a Rose. And the book that's out now is The Little Girl Inside, Owning My Role in My Own Pain. We're going to talk about that another night because we always male bashing. What about what we did? We knew going in and that wasn't the guy for us, but we're telling all our friends everything he did wrong to us. But we knew going in he was the wrong guy. And most of the time it's the bad guy. Ladies, come on. Stop the complaining and fix it. If it's broken, fix it. That's what my first book is about. I owned up. I said, wait a minute now. I am the common denominator here. I am the common denominator. So I can't blame them because they don't know each other. I am doing something wrong and I got to fix it. Numero uno, I got to fix it. Me, myself, and I have to fix it. And that's what I did. And I'm so grateful that I looked in the mirror one day and said, girl, you jacked up. You got some work to do. And that's what I said. And I wasn't calling myself stupid, dumb, ignorant. No, I just say you jacked up. You got to fix it. It's your issue, not their issue. They don't even know each other. Trumpet said, keep building up our women low self-esteem. We as a people are broken to low self-esteem. Oh, that is so true. Let me see how I can get the rest of what he said. The Lord is using you. Great job. Thank you, Trumpet. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. God is using me. I feel a lot of this I said tonight I was not going to say. He has a tendency to just come out and point this. The last part of this was not on paper, but it's through pain that I've gone through that I don't want any sister to go through. And what I want to close on is women of color. We are so mean to each other. We don't speak to each other. We don't acknowledge each other on the jobs. We try to get each other in trouble. What is wrong with that? A coworker, a male coworker said it's got something to do with slavery. Come on, y'all. What about today? We're not slaves today. Let's embrace each other. I got another friend, a deacon, that said, Tanya, why are you putting all your business out there? I wouldn't do that. Well, you shouldn't be a deacon, because if my business can help you with your business, I'm going to tell you everything you need to hear so that you can fix yourself. That means I'm fixed and you fixed. That's two. Two is much better than one, and I'm okay with that. So I don't understand that. Yes, it's like we're in competition with one. I don't know why. Maybe next week, that's what we'll talk about. Competition. I greet every woman. I don't care if she black, blue, green. I greet her. Good morning. And sometimes they look at me like, why she speak to me? I don't know her. What is up with that? Oh, you look so pretty. I love your hair that color. They look at you like, why? We got a lot of work to do. No reason to compete. We should always lift each other. Yes, Lord, we need to lift. And we lift up. Look, guess what? That's a good point, Angie. If we lift each other, our self-esteem will be lifted. And the more we do that to each other, less chance some bad boy will break our spirit. Because that's what they're out here to do. They're not interested in no long-lasting relationship. They don't have to be in one long-lasting relationship. There's too many women out here that'll settle for having them just sleep with them one night out of the week. There's a song out like that. I heard my 12-year-old singing that because he has a beautiful voice. I said, wait a minute. She said she just wanted him for one night out of the week. I said, boy, turn that mess off. What in the world? She settled in the song, and it's a hit. She's settling for one night a week, and she didn't care who had him the other nights of the week. We better not ever get that desperate. But for it to be a hit, we all must agree with it. We need to quit that. No reason to compete. Always lift each other up. We have to do that, ladies. Let's get rid of the bad boys. Let them play with each other. They're indoctrinating the baby so early. Yes. Because my son can sing that song high pitch, low pitch. He sing the background, and he's a great singer. Sing in the choir, though. I got him grounded in the choir, y'all. But he did sing that song, and he had each line of each verse, the main one and the chorus line, and he was tearing it up. And I'm like, what? Okay, let me hear. Oh, wow, he sounds so good. Wait, what did he say? And she said, drop the draws from the song, because I got this my night with you. Come on, ladies. Come on. No, don't do that to yourself. I love you guys. I am still a Rose. Look me up, email me, cuss me out in the email. Long as it ain't too offensive, I can deal with it. If it's too bad, I'm just going to delete it. But I appreciate you listening tonight. Please share with the women you know, because everybody knows somebody who's messing around with somebody who's beneath them. And I don't mean a cashier and a lawyer. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a good woman running around with a bad boy with his pants hanging down, in and out of jail, no future, and and got 5 girlfriends that she knows he has, and that you wonder know why they're confident, because they got you in their lives and 5 others just like you. It's our fault. On my first book, The Little Girl Inside, owning my role in my own pain. Ladies, we got to look in the mirror. It's our fault. It's our fault. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. Remember, Tanya Barbie, I am still a rose. Share this video. Help somebody. I hope this does. Whether it may not resonate the first time, but hopefully they'll go to sleep and say, "Hey, I'm with a bad boy. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's right. Oh my gosh. I gotta. Oh no. Oh." And then for dude to tell me I can't marry you because you wouldn't let me stay out all night. Oh my gosh. Really? But he told me he married the woman that would. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine what she's going through? Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. I love you. Thank you for all your support. And I'll see you next Thursday. It's always a hot topic. I love your comments. Read my book if you haven't. If you have read it, please send me a review. Please let me post it. All this is to help other women. That's all. I got a full-time job. I ain't making no money off these books. What I do love to do is be able to share them. If they ain't got no money to buy it, I will mail it to them. My focus is to help them with their pain. All right. Till next time, I am still a rose. Good night.